The oldest millennials are in their early 40s, which, if you can believe it, is close to middle age, shockingly.
Wow. Well, the internet decided to wake up and choose violence this morning, so that's nice. And with this new alarming information and the troubling Google search I did that said the average lifespan is somewhere around 73 to 74, that has led me to believe that some of us millennials are already living our midlife crisis. But fear not, my 80s babies and 90s kids. Our baloney had a first name. We dared to wear short shorts. We were taking it step by step because we were all that while we were hanging with Mr. Cooper. Here's some things that we're old enough to appreciate, but young enough to still be able to do. We grew up on Reading Rainbow, Fat Albert, Ren and Stimpy, but we were still there for the battles between Cartoon Network and Nicktoons. The Land Before Time, The Never-Ending Story, Goonies, Thundercats, Gargoyles, Pete and Pete, Salute Your Shorts, The Amanda Show, Captain Planet, and various Ninja Turtle franchises. Michael Keaton is our Batman, but we were also the first generation that got to play Lego Batman. Like, what other generation is old enough to remember watching Titanic on 2 different VHS tapes? We are older than Google and YouTube. We used to have to ask Jeeves to take us to MapQuest so that we could print out directions to get to places that we'd never been before. We're old enough to remember that the pound sign used to be a pound sign, but we're young enough to use it as a hashtag. We were going through growing pains while Clarissa explained it all, and then she turned into a teenage witch. You're young enough to be able to beat the best at Madden, but old enough to remember listening to John Madden every Sunday. You were truly missed, my friend. I'm not super proud of this fact, but at this house, we have 4 generations of The Lion King. Yeah, that's right. I got the JTTOG VHS tape. I've got the DVD, enhanced with Blu-ray Fast Play. And now I've got it saved to my favorites on Disney+. Yeah, we're pretty cool. We get to remember when Netflix used to come in the mail. And shout out to Blockbuster. I don't think anybody understands how long the lines were at a Blockbuster on Friday night. Be kind and rewind. We got to see the evolution of video games, right? We had an Atari, and we had an NES, and then it went all the way up to whatever PS17 we're on now. That also doesn't mean that when somebody calls Halo retro, it doesn't hurt our feelings. Retro Halo? Come on, really? Earthworm Jim is where it's at. We're old enough to remember that we had commercials that came on nightly to remind our parents that they had children. I mean, come on, guys. We drank from the water hose. We played outside. We played dodgeball and Red Rover, Red Rover. Saturday Night Live was actually still pretty good. I mean, look at this full-fledged movie stars that came out when we were kids. Farley, Sandler, Spade. Those are 3 names that you have to say, and then you can go watch all those movies and go, okay, yeah, that's actually pretty good. Nobody likes Chevy Chase. Caddyshack is not that good. We are old enough to have seen the birth of social media. We had MySpace, right? We would publicly kick our friends out of our top 8 spaces. Our commercials were better. I mean, we had the Taco Bell Chihuahua dog. We had Bob from Extends. David Arquette used to be a full-fledged movie star. And stop acting like we don't know what landlines were, because we had commercials that were telling us all to call collect. So what that the songs that we grew up with are now playing at the grocery store? It is a little odd to hear Alanis Morissette going through a Whole Foods. You, harder now. Yeah, exactly. So what? The elder millennials, some of us are pretty cool. Oh no, we may not be able to afford a midlife crisis, but our entire life has been in crisis. So let's just enjoy it. Now we're just along for the ride.